Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Hello, my ambassadors, and welcome to Friday. Well, it looks like it's going to be a partly sunny day, and I'd say partly sunny through the weekend. That's the flip side of partly cloudy, partly sunny. That's the optimistic view, and I think it's going to be an optimistic weekend. Mostly, the Geminis are nesting and resting and recharging their emotional batteries as the moon moves into Virgo this afternoon and really grounds Geminis to home and family. Now, in the next 24 hours, the moon in Virgo will also conjunct Saturn in Virgo. That tends to indicate a maturing that the universe calls for you to do. That maturing will be about your approach or attitudes around your nurturing parent, which is usually mom, but sometimes dad is a nurturing parent, and also your attitudes about home, family, your rootedness to the planet, how rooted you are. This is really your survival abilities. So emotional seriousness around survival through the weekend, depending on how much in denial you are in your life, will determine how intense that lesson can be. If you've been living out of a tent, well then through the weekend you might have that tent blow away. The universe will be like, hello, wake up. Depends on how far you are. Now, on the soul level, represented by the sun is in Sagittarius, of course. We're in Chapter 1. We end Chapter 1 through the weekend. When we come back on Monday, we'll be into Chapter 2. So that indicates it's time to make some decisions and commit yourself to those decisions through the weekend. Now, those decisions for Geminis deal really with long-term relationships and your attitudes toward them. You're going to be making some final steps. Enough is enough. This may be that you no longer want to tolerate something in an LTR. This may mean that you no longer want to tolerate a specific person. This early on, it can be as deep as a person, or it can be as shallow as the event that leads to the person at the end. It doesn't always have to be a swapping out of the person. What's really happening, Gemini, if you focus on yourself, is your own approach to relationships is maturing. It's up to the person if they can live up to it or not. So trying to get too hung up on the drama around the person and focus more on yourself and what you want in marriage. All right, that's all we have for the weekend forecast. I'll be back on Monday. Until then, live, love, be.
Soul Garden.